second at about the 1. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Lions are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
That's interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Goff, a handoff here to Swift. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Swift. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up the 3rd down. Goff now looks to throw. And that is incomplete. And his kick is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
Kenny Nwangu now out of his end zone. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And this will be his 2nd NFL start. Last week was about what you'd expect to see from a rookie quarterback. Had some good moments, but not enough to lead his guys to victory. Now we'll have to see how he handles adversity because on the college level, he didn't lose a whole lot of games.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, But, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 11 yards there and a Lion first down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
On first down, it's gone. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll come to the line. They need only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Goff. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run through it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Here's Swift. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Swift. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw it for a loss.
They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. To throw is Goff. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Point after, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a first down. The Vikings had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the middle with Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the and he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes.
The quarterback
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 4th down.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Goff. He's got this complete to Williams. He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Still the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. All the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
A 7-yard pickup.
2nd and 3. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Now Sam Sloman is on. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So Charles there on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for. They're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10.
It moves to 2nd and 10.
Swift going to try up the middle. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and this defense has had its share of problems getting guys to the ground, and here's another example. They never should have allowed this play to gain as many yards as it did, but poor tackling early in the play led to big yardage after the fact.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. On first down, Goff. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Back to the air, Goff on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Off play action, here's Goff. And this one is incomplete. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well late to boot. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Malcolm Rodriguez on the stop. A gain of 5.
2nd and 5. That's caught by the tight end, Herb Smith Jr. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of the offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
There's Cook again. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 24. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 3rd.
A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Flushed out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
He's going to air one out. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Goff, he's airing it out for Williams. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 3.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Over the middle, complete. That's Cook.
That's good.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now they'll stop play here, at least momentarily. A member of the Vikings in some discomfort after that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw here. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And down he'll go at the 25. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. We're in the 2nd quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain it?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire day. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. The final shot before break here. Goff. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Nuangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Second and 6. Complete. Jefferson to target. Fighting through it. He's got space. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 4 yards
off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Left side, Cook. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Back to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 16. A gain there of 21 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
Adam Thielen, back-to-back catches.
So not quite a first and goal just yet as they come up now second and inches. On play action, they'll throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So third and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. Back to throw again. Caught on a slant.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal as they get the conversion there on third and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll look to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. This is up and good. That'll make it a scoredown of 24-10. A long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
And you can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. Three times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
That Ioannidis burrowing his way in and sticking him to the turf. I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? We usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
To try again after the sack.
Goff. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter down. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this jet sweep is so popular now in football, but Charles, here's the downside, a turnover.
Yeah, because you want so badly to get the ball in the hands of your receivers, let him try and create something. I think that when he took the handoff, he was thinking something big. Instead, he didn't feel the pressure, and the ball came free.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 55 rushing yards on the ground for him so far. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We had the offense working a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith.
Complete to Irv Smith. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 now. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Let's take it at around the 40. A 40-yard punt, given 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Detroit getting set to go now. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 9. Goff. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Previous play is under review.
Happy with that call. He's thrown that red challenge flag out on the field. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
They'll try and run here with Swift.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
And does it now. Lions have first down.
The defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Taken down by Trey Herndon. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The offense on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains, because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Goff.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. They pick up 10, but they can still lead to a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Vikings head out to take over once again. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Complete to Irv Smith Jr. It's a pickup of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And
he's got this to Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Complete to Sammy Watkins.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10.
At the 33-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
87 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Goff, a handoff here to Swift.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
No gain on the play.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. There comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not